Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pooya Liana Lounge for episode number 46. I am one half of your hosts, the one that would love for the heating to be on, Pooya Zanvikili.
It is
With
on.
me is the number one co-host, Liana Boris.
It's 69 degrees down here, by
Yeah,
the
okay,
way.
sure it is.
That's what that says. That's what the thermostat says.
Yeah, I'm just, this blanket is for show.
I'll get you, my mom got me a heated vest. You can borrow it. It actually works really well. I used it today at work.
Or we turn on the heating.
It is on. It's 69 degrees. Nice. I'm just saying, I let you turn up the heat as high as you wanted today. Remember? I said you could turn it up as high as you wanted because you want to give an update on your sleep saga?
It's ongoing. I am now waking up at 3 in the morning as opposed to going to bed at 3 in the morning, so that's fun.
But what happened this morning was pretty exciting for me personally, I must say, because you woke up at 3.
Mm-hmm.
I was not awake for that. I was very much asleep.
Yes.
But I woke up to breakfast, which was exceptionally exciting, and a driveway that was shoveled because we got our first snow.
Yeah. It was proper snow too.
Yeah, it was the first proper snow,
Mm-hmm.
snow plows and all that out. So that was exciting. I think we all survived our first day of snow.
Yes. Why wouldn't we survive?
Well, because it's like I
Well,
feel like
this brings up a great question, though. To go back to why you brought all this up. It shouldn't be rewards based that we get heating here. I'm not dancing for my supper. If it's cold, we need heat.
yes.
Yeah.
And you can also earn tokens that you can cash in, and then for every token you earn, we'll turn the heating
Here's the
up 1
kicker,
degree.
right? So the heating, I did get to turn it up, so it is up to 69 because I got to do that. But 2 days ago, I found that the entire heating was off. Not low like Liana likes, but it was just off.
Because we had gone to play a game on your stream, which, by the way, everybody should check it out. We finished, it was a scary stream that we did for Halloween. We did the second part of it last week. You can find the VOD on Pooya's Twitch.
Yeah.
And it was boiling in your room. It was so hot.
It was not boiling.
You
You're
turned
so
the fan on.
exaggerative.
Oh my gosh, I was sweating.
That's just because you were nervous.
No, it's because I had been cleaning for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point was that yes, I did turn the heat off. I'll admit it. And then I did forget to turn it back on. But it was so nice. I went to bed. It was all cold and I was all toasty in my blankies. So for me personally, loved it. No complaints.
For me personally, I did not love it. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Well, at least the heating's on now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Also, happy Thanksgiving. Happy American Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
That's this week. So this is being released on a Friday. So Thanksgiving would have been yesterday. So I brought a decorative gourd for our, because I realized I was like, oh, we should have had turkey hats.
No, we should.
But I thought of that too late. So I brought a decorative gourd to enjoy.
Once again, you say we should have had turkey hats. I think we are fine.
Pro turkey hat. I think it would have been cute. Like, like one of the ones where it's the actual like cooked turkey with the little.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're so cute. We'll get an excuse to get one next year.
You
Next
can
year,
have
next
one.
year. So yeah. So, well, what else have you been up to, Pooya?
Well, aside from the fact that I'm just sleeping the most abnormal hours known to humankind, I've been also putting in the work. We have obviously we know the premiere date for Traitors US now. That's January 8th. So we are officially underway with the preseason pods for that.
Mm-hmm. For recording them, you mean?
Mm-hmm. I've recorded one of 23 players as of this recording.
Do you know what the release schedule is going to be for the?
I don't know
profiles?
exactly when we're going to launch, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're going to end up doing similar to what we did last year, where we're going to get as close as one can to the premiere date.
Yeah,
So,
with like stacking them each day
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, and I think I don't remember if we ended up like not doing one during Christmas Day and like then we continued.
yeah.
So
Yeah, or New
Yeah.
Year's maybe.
so
but-
barring those 2 days, it should probably be one a day until like the release date.
That's exciting. Are you getting
It's getting
hyped?
real. I mean, the fact of the matter is we are about done with November here. Then we just have to get through December and the season starts. Like it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
And now you blink and you'll be 3 episodes deep. So
I know.
yeah.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I think this is the most nervous I've been for a season of a show because Rob's on it.
I think that, and you've not been watching week to week, Traitors Canada has been a great like pregame to Traitors US because of the fact that Omer's on, Venus is on, Kevin's on. I've met and know all these people.
Yeah.
And I'm extra nervous for them. So that has definitely made it be, and like I think with Rob it's a little bit different because like I think ultimately we've both talked with Rob way more hours and we've listened to Rob for way more hours. So I think there's going to be a different energy in the air once the season begins.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's exciting. I think also because there's something else about the fact that then it also kind of kicks off Survivor 50 as well. Like in my head, I've somehow coupled those two things together, that spring is like the season, like the time of reality TV. So I think that, and then probably also with the House of Villains season that's going to be coming out, that Tyson's going to be on. I just feel like there are so many reasons why I'm really excited for reality TV and in the start of 2026.
Yeah, I mean, reality, we've talked about how reality TV has had a renaissance the last couple of years. I think it is firing off on all cylinders as of right now. Like every show has leaned into that All-Stars format. Like every new show that comes out is doing the All-Stars format. Yeah. The Traitors format. And so we've gotten some shows that have stuck, some shows that have not really, but for the most part it's been a net positive. So getting House of Villains be back for a third season already, like I often forget how that's just 1 year off from Traitors.
I know.
So
yeah, well, and I think that they're capitalizing on bringing back reality TV faves. Like, why not take advantage of that? So yeah, and then obviously Survivor's chugging along as well. So I can't believe we're almost done with 49. Well, I mean, not almost done, but still, we've got like what, a month left, less than a month.
Well, we did have a question in the form about that. What do you think about this Survivor season? We can dip into that. As of now, you and Shannon, you being me, are the only ones with two people left. Interesting to see how it all plays out for both of you. In the draft. Yes. So a recap of the draft. Chappelle has Savannah. You have Rizzo. Taryn has Joanne. Asia, who came into the merge with 3 people intact, lost 2 of them back to back, and now just has Sage left. And then Shannon has Christina and Steven all in on the duo there. Yep. And I have the 2 Sophies. Yep. So I'm looking good. Sophie. I'm looking decent.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, I want to set a few ground rules before we talk about the season. So first, we're going to talk full spoilers, both with the season itself and also with the 50 rumors. Like, I feel like I just can't talk about the season if I don't talk about the 50 rumors.
Sure. So
is that okay?
If you're somebody who does not know who's on 50 from this season, skip ahead. All right, real quick, we were wrong. It's not going to be 5 minutes. It's more like 16 minutes. Go ahead, 16 minutes if you do not want to hear any of the Survivor stuff because you don't want to be spoiled. Thank you. I would say skip. Let's give you 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. So, great. Ground rules set. I want to give my genuine opinion on this season because what Mike and I do on the B&B, right? Because I get to talk about Survivor every week, okay?
Shove it in our faces.
I get to talk about Survivor every week. I always try to take a glass half full approach to Survivor.
And to the coverage.
Because I have to talk about it every week. It's like, why not? Like, let's find the fun stuff. Let's find the interesting things. Let's find the things that are like keeping me excited about the season of Survivor.
Of course.
This is the season I've struggled with it the most, which is crazy because I covered 39, which was also difficult. Don't get me wrong. Probably worse if I'm being genuine with myself, but just because I'm in it right now, I'm really, really struggling to find the joy in this season. And I think part of it is a consequence of because we know who's on 50. I think that's ruined it a little bit. There was also a Daily Mail article or something like that. I'll see if I can pull it up. Did you read that article?
I don't think that was it a Daily Mail. I think it was like The Sun.
Oh, maybe it was a.
It was about the ratings dip.
It was like a gossip rag thing, which I mean. Obviously take that with a grain of salt because I don't know how much validity there is to it.
I think it got debunked. If it's the ratings one, it got debunked, I'm pretty sure.
The ratings one with the comments from like the inside source or whatever, did
Yeah.
those ones get debunked?
I think so.
Okay. So if those got debunked,
Well,
then fine.
the
but
inside comments insinuating that they don't care about 49. They're just waiting for 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think that obviously the way they're promoting 50 with snippets and teasers and like this whole like rollout plan they have for 50, it makes sense. It would be weird if they didn't go all in on promoting their milestone season of number 50.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
being said, and I think you and I have talked about this offline, I think that this season more than other seasons, because they knew which two they have taken to the All-Star season, it's a lot more heavy-handed in content for those two. Like I've said I've enjoyed this cast on multiple occasions. But I do feel like we are watching the Rizzo and Savannah highlight reel season more so than a season play out.
Yes.
And I think for a lot of people, they share your sentiment that they are not into this season because of the fact that they know who's going to be going
on 50
to 50. I think the other part of it is I think a lot of people are assuming that one of these two is the winner.
Yes.
And specifically, a lot of people are just assuming Savannah's the winner.
Yes.
And I think that is also doing that for them because any move these two make, they're like, well, of course, I already knew that was going to happen. It's kind of the assumption they're on. I have not really subscribed to the idea that we outright know who the winner is because one of these two is going to be it. Simply because, and this was what I thought preseason, I thought it would be kind of stupid for them to pull a winner that's not been announced yet, because then everyone will assume and know your winner then, and that makes your season like kind of brutal to get through. But if she does win, then I'm like, wow, I guess they did the stupid thing. So it is what it is. But again, I think for me, because I like this cast, it's been a lot more palatable. I think it's more so irritating. It's basically being told who the standout is for a season of Survivor and then watching it. Because there are moments here that are amazing. It's unpredictable. So that's all good, but it would have been great if the unpredictable stuff did not come attached to the people who I can predictably assume did it.
So I have a few thoughts. So first, just to close the loop.
Real quick. It has been 5 minutes, but we are still talking about it. Fast forward another 3 minutes.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. So just to close the loop, it was the Sun article. And I just want to read the quote because whether or not it's real or not, I think this is how a lot of people feel. So even if it's made
like
up,
an educated
it almost
guess.
Yeah, it's like an educated guess because this is how it feels.
Yeah.
All eyes are on 50. So this is the quote from the article, right? And I actually use quote both to quote and also air quotes because who knows if this is actually real. All eyes are on 50 and making sure that's a huge success. 49 is not as much of a priority, and it's something they have to get through at this point, the source claims, right? So the source being somebody that's like inside with production. So I think that that's actually where my real complaint lies. Like I hear what you're saying about the telegraphing with Rizzo and Savannah, but for me, I actually don't really mind that all so much because I feel like, okay, sure, like let's make the assumption Rizzo wins, right? And they want to try to highlight a bunch of great things about Rizzo. I'm okay with that, but the problem is that it's coming at the expense of everybody else. So I don't have an issue that they're highlighting them, but I don't. The thing that frustrates me the most is when I don't understand why people are making decisions. And they do that, right? Because they want to obfuscate the truth. If they just laid out all the evidence and it was clear why somebody would do something. But for me, I feel like there's so many decisions and so many choices that are being made this season that are just so half-assly edited. And whether or not they have the footage, I don't know. Whether or not they really care about putting it together, whether or not they would rather dedicate time to other things, I don't know. But to me, what's the most frustrating part is to be confused, frequently confused as to why certain things are happening and why people are behaving in certain ways. Why are certain alliances like working together? And I think we have a basic framework of that, but on like a week to week episode, I just do feel like there's so much missing.
I think another couple of factors that go into it are the combination of the fatigue people felt, because I think AU versus the World happened right before.
Yeah.
That was a very fun season.
Yes.
It was new. It was fresh. It was dynamic.
It was so good too.
It was unpredictable.
Yeah.
But then I think part of the new era also, there's a fatigue that has been setting in where the new era is inherently predictable
and repetitive.
Like even when we thought we escaped a split tribal, we got that split tribal. We got divided into two groups. We got put into three tribes of four.
Yeah.
So I think that stuff has also been increasingly frustrating for people.
Yeah.
And I say increasingly because I have been one of the champions of the new era for the last like couple of years now, where I've said I like the casting. I've like enjoyed every cast that comes on to play. I think we've gotten some amazing players in this time, but I've grown tired of the formatting more than anything. So I think that also, and again, I think the biggest one for me is the fact that I like Savannah's gameplay. I like Rizzo's gameplay. The fact that I know they're going to be on 50 means that I am like, okay, well, you're not going anywhere. Like it's almost like
you'll probably make
they've got
finale,
plot
right?
armor to me. They've got plot armor. It's like it's like watching Harry Potter and be like, well, Harry's not dying in the third movie. There's 7 more to get through. Like
he's fine.
Yeah. So it's that. But I've been enjoying the gameplay. I've been enjoying that, and like there's still like good moments out of it. So to your point earlier about like being glass half full, there's still good elements. But I think there's a growing frustration of like, all right, well, we know how this story ends. Can we get to the new book that we haven't read yet?
I think the other thing too is because there's a lack of attention on other people, like both with camp moments, but also with strategic moments. So like I used this example on the B&B last week, but Steven in this most recent episode, I feel like there were only 3 things I learned about him. Like 1, he trusts Sage, and this is episode 9 for context because we're actually recording. Well, whatever. Anyway, the point is that like I liked the moment where Steven was talking about the weird dreams he was having about chickens. Like I really liked that moment, but it was such a small snippet of the episode. And then I don't know. There's just something off about the balance of the content, and it probably goes to what you're saying. It's probably a little bit of what I'm saying, but it's really been, this season has actually really been a struggle for me, if I'm being 100% honest.
I think I also talked about this with my stream, but I kind of understand the logic now of what they did back in the 30s, where they taped Second Chances second, but they played Second Chances first, and then they put Korong, because I think we got the immediate like payoff of, I think the hard part is y'all put 2 people from 49, so it'd be impossible for us to see this first, but I think that choice made a lot more sense because you get the excitement of this season. Then we go to the next season. I think it's harder to do because now we don't name seasons things. This was Survivor 50. So you can't do 50 then go 49. That makes no sense.
That would actually be really funny. Or you just say no one from 49. Like, sorry, you guys got the short end of the stick.
I think if anything, y'all got the front end of the, so what I mean to say is that I feel like my prediction is we're about to enter a returnee resurgence on Survivor.
Yeah, I could imagine
so that. I feel like for me, people from 49 have like the first window of availability to get in for 2 reasons. First, I feel like Survivor historically does like to recency bias the casting a little bit, given how we have 5 people from the last 2 seasons on this season of 50. So I think they would have been fine to be there. I still think the main mistake they made was we didn't have 39 be a new era returnee season, and then 49 be a new era returnee, and then 50 be our full-blown legends, like, you know, everything goes. Because I think it feels like 49 was the best opportunity for it to be a pregame on the road to 50. And this doesn't feel like that. This feels like I pulled up to the pregame and there's no music on and we forgot to bring drinks. So it's like,
I think that would have been a better option. I think here's what you do. I think you 49 and 50 are both returning player seasons. 49 is exactly what you said. It's the second chance season for new era. And then then that you can still have new era people on 50, but they need to be like the whatever they consider to be like the top tier people. So they wouldn't do 49, but they would potentially then go on 50. But I think also, again, like even with the 30s of Survivor, especially some of those later seasons in the 30s, there weren't really any good opportunities for returning players in those seasons as well, which is why I think we're so excited for people on 50 like Christian Hubicki and Chrissy Hoffbeck, right? Like those kinds of people coming back. Like they also didn't get a shot. Like this is maybe their first shot at a returning player season.
What's funny is, because the last returnee season, proper returnee season, was Game Changers 34.
Yeah.
Everyone after 34 had one little window at 38 where there were 4 people that got to go on.
Yeah.
Then after that, it was only the winners, and that was it.
Yeah, it was winners at war, and then that was it.
So to me, I don't understand why we didn't pull the cord on like a returnee season sooner, but I'm hoping that, and I'm assuming 50 is going to do well on like a ratings tip. So
I hope so.
That's why I think we're going to get a resurgence. We need our new era returnee season.
Yeah.
And like for me, make it new era plus like 35 through 40.
Yeah, right. Basically, the people who didn't get, I think, a complete full shot at like an all returning player season, because as you mentioned with Game Changers, and Edge of Extinction to me just like doesn't even count. And especially because it's like Aubrey is coming back on 50. She was on that season anyway. So it's like, okay, like whatever. Edge of Extinction doesn't matter.
Wow. Mean.
I said it here first, baby. Get those fire tokens.
I'm going to be doing a voiceover at the beginning of our spoiler talk because it did go way longer than anticipated.
I have feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was a good, healthy conversation because I think we're talking about something that clearly has impacted a lot of people's enjoyment of the season. So
and that's the other thing too, is like just trying to like keep my own feelings on this season. But when I'm on Reddit and I'm scrolling and I see this season sucks, or like this season I feel like the new era is blowing it, or I'm bored with the new era, and I'm like,
this doesn't help. It's self-inflicted. It really is self-inflicted.
And then then the other thing too is it's like, and I've seen this on the Casuals Corner Facebook page. Casuals Corner, I say it like it's a thing. I've seen it on the Survivor Facebook page as well, which is like, okay, fine, you don't like it, you don't have to watch it anymore, right? I think the reason why I'm happy to maybe try to offer some criticism or constructive criticism is because I love the show so much, and I want to keep loving it, and I want to keep enjoying it, and I want it to keep being something amazing and cool. And I think that there's so much passion there. And I know from Jeff, like you see it, like when we went to the taping or the pre-show thing, remember that we went to in New York, like you can just see how much he loves it and cares about the show. So like that's so nice to see. It just definitely feels like some of the choices are potentially misguided along the way, or aren't resonating with the fans. Maybe is like the best way I can
love something all you want, but then you can smother it also.
You think Jeff is smothering?
You're smothering it, man.
Jeff, you got to take a step back.
Loosen the grip.
You can't text every day, man. Like you gotta
double text, Jeff. Really?
Ooh, gotta give Survivor your space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff has started stalking Survivor.
I mean I just
is that the metaphor we're going for?
Well, it's funny because like my frustration definitely, there's elements of that. I think there's obviously a lot of factors, but there's definitely some elements of like, no, I believe this is right. You think it's wrong, so therefore I am going to continue saying this is right.
Yeah. A little bit of the I know better kind of attitude, which I do understand to a certain perspective, right?
I mean,
like
you were there from day one.
Yeah, you were there from day one, but also you're the one who like knows the infrastructure, you know the other pressures potentially that were being put on you for the show. So for example, like I don't begrudge, like if the call is coming from Paramount to basically be like, we're not going to pay for you to go to other locations. Like, what are they going to do about that? Like, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
They're trying to make do with the resources that they have, and we just don't potentially see all of those things that factor into certain decisions that are being made, right? Or like rule, I don't know, whatever. So I'm trying to be kind, trying to be patient throughout the situation. I think it's okay to still like levy the things that you feel frustrated by, but also at the same time recognize that we don't have the full picture as fans.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
The girls are all sleeping over here.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can see Pearl's little face.
Are we going to give him some turkey?
Are we?
I don't know. Should we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh my God. I will say the girls are being awake earlier now. The girls are very annoying.
Yeah.
Not as much to me. It's still so funny how they attack you when you wake up. They know not to bug me.
Well, I think the other thing, though, too, is that think about it. For 10, 11 years, we've all been through the exact same routine. I wake up in the morning, I feed them for 11 years. So,
yeah.
They've been Pavloved.
And you have been manipulated because you like buckle every time. So
oh, they need more food.
So since Pearl's surgery, her dental surgery, Pearl wasn't able to eat dry food. So we had to go on a strict wet food only diet for a month for them. Clam doesn't like the wet food at all. She used to be okay with it, I feel like, but
she'll still lick it up if she's hungry,
but for the most part, Clam is like, this ain't real food. Where's the dry food at? And so the problem is that as a result, I feel like Clam has been eating less because Pearl has been eating more as a result of Clam eating less. So now with the dry food, it's hard because Clam is a habitual grazer. She'll like come in, take a couple bites, walk away, come back in like 15 minutes. Pearl is if I don't eat this now, it might not be here in 10 minutes. So I'm just going to stay here and eat until I can't move. And so it was annoying today for me because I have to like sprinkle in some dry food, walk away, then come back and put more dry food in. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like this is, I don't love this, but.
It's okay for me when I'm doing my morning routine because I can feed, like I'm making coffee and getting my lunch, packed and my bag packed and all that stuff.
Yeah, your lunch packed?
Yeah, like in my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you know what's funny? Speaking of Survivor real quick, because I believe the Survivor episode's airing right now as we're recording this. Liana and I play this like predictions game, and we both, I think, unanimously have predicted Sage leaving tonight.
We'll see.
If Sage leaves, Asia went from having an intact team to being the first one out.
Which is, not going to lie, kind of funny.
It's
and also
very
somehow
funny.
very Asia-coded all at the same time. Like, poor Asia. Like, the one season, it looks like she's succeeding.
Cooking. Nah. Yeah. Also, we're so past the Survivor segment, but justice for Yellow Sophie. I feel like very under-edited. And like clearly is a power player. So what are we doing?
But that's what I'm saying. Goes back.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do this segment? Because I feel like you've been excited for this segment for you.
I've been wanting to do this for like months.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how it translates. So
I have
basically,
no idea how this is gonna go, but I'm really excited.
Basically, Liana's gonna put in earplugs and headphones.
Yes.
And I am going to say stuff to her / read questions to her.
Yes.
And she's gonna have to answer them.
What music should I play? Should I play Now That's What I Call Music?
You should.
Okay, I think that's what I'll play. Which one are we supposed to?
I don't know, 8?
Let's see. Okay, yeah, is that the one that we're on? All right, I'll search it up. But anyway, the point is that what's going to happen is I am going to not be able to hear, and I'm going to try to read Pooya's lips and answer the questions that he's asking.
Yes, we already set this up.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Yeah. I haven't started playing music yet.
You should. She's already yelling. So
wait,
that's a
am
good
I
start.
really?
Yes.
I told you I was gonna have to move the microphone away. 'Cause I'm gonna be okay. Is that good? Is that good? Should I lean back?
You're fine.
Okay. Okay. Are we ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Oops. Okay, hold on. We're working on it. I call music 8.
Never seen someone struggle this much to put on a playlist.
Oh, bootylicious.
Okay. So I feel like, I'll tell you all this. I haven't really decided on what questions I'm going to ask.
I know you're speaking, but I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm going to just start asking some questions and we'll see where it lands.
Oh man, this is loud.
My first question is going to be, you cannot lower the volume.
But it's so
You cannot lower the volume. Absolutely not. It
Okay,
has to
fine.
stay loud. My first question is going to be about, shout out to the homie Taryn. His book is officially out there now for you.
Are you talking about me?
But my first question is, just pay attention.
You're talking about me.
What do you think of Taryn's book?
What do I think of Karen? Who's Karen? Oh, like the Karen Reed trial. We talked about this. I think she's innocent. And that was what she was convicted or not convicted, right? She was off on all counts. But I think they're following up with some second trial.
Will you read the book?
What do a look? I looked at it. Like I looked at the results of the trial. Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I did good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I nailed it.
And then what about Rob's book? Are you going to read that one?
Can you say that again?
Will you read Rob's book?
Socks. What do I think of that one? Socks. I love socks. I wear socks to bed every night. But I have to put on my specific.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
Oh, there you go. I got that one.
Because you called me weird. It's not weird. I love socks. But I have specific nighttime socks, that are bigger for my feet, because I have some work socks, and they're too thin, but I need them for my shoes, my work shoes. Was that also good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What did you eat for dinner tonight?
Oh, I heard. What did I eat? I got that one. What did I eat? We had Chinese food for dinner. Is that what you were asking? Yeah, I think I was close on that one.
She's a 1 or 4.
Yeah. Chinese food. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you the better podcaster in this house?
Am I the better dancer in this house? No, you're the better dancer.
And podcaster, but...
Yeah, I think you're the better dancer. I think I have moments where I'm a good dancer, but on the whole, I think that I am not as good as you are. I think you... Yeah, I do the classic white girl thing where I put my hand up in the air because that's all I know how to do.
It's true.
But neither of us are trained dancers. You're not a trained dancer.
That's rude to assume.
But I'm not either.
Yeah.
One time, though, I was doing an internship and the woman that I worked for thought I was a dancer because of the way I wrap my feet around one another. Because when I sit, I wrap my feet all wrapped all tight. So she thought I was a ballet dancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer clam or pearl?
Do I prefer? Do I something I prefer?
Clam or pearl?
Wait.
Do you prefer?
Slam.
Are you being obtuse on purpose?
Peanuts.
That is not what I said.
Did you say peanuts?
Nope.
This one's hard.
Do you prefer?
Who do I prefer?
Clam or pearl?
Oh, clam or pearl. You enunciated on that one. I can't pick. They're both my children.
You looked that you were going to pick, though.
I was going to answer, but I can't. I can't answer.
They are both sitting right there, too.
Clams, they each are... Clam's my favorite. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it.
You picked?
I licked.
Picked.
I picked. Yeah, I picked.
Why would you licked? Why would I say that?
Sometimes clam licks pearl.
Okay, last question.
Okay, last question.
Would I do well on the Traitors?
Okay, you said, would I? And then you said something else that I didn't understand.
Do well on the Traitors.
Traitors. You asked if you would do well on Traitors. Yeah, I think you would do well on... Was that close? No, that wasn't right. I think you would do well on Traitors regardless. Huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you doing well on Traitors.
No one tell her that she got that one right. All right, cool. We're done.
Did I do a good job?
You got one answer, one question you understood, 2 questions you understood correctly.
Oh, okay. What were the other? What did you ask?
You don't need to know about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you were yelling, if the audio level was too
Was I
loud.
yelling?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Or the listeners will let me know.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I couldn't hear anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I could hear Dirty
Well, I could
Pop
hear your
playing.
music, so I could tell you were respecting the volume.
Yeah, I was listening to Pop by NSYNC because that's on now. That's what I call Music 8.
Okay. There you go.
It was also confusing to listen because there were lyrics playing. So I was also like listening to the lyrics and also trying to hear what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it went pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
1 out of however many ain't so bad. Wait,
Yeah.
what was the last question you asked me? The
Why?
one where I thought it was Traitors. Was that the one I got right?
No,
Okay. I thought that one I nailed.
you didn't.
Oh, I got the
You were
Clamor
so
Pro
off.
one right.
You did get that one right.
Wait, so then what were the first questions about?
Oh, I'll give you the first question.
Yeah.
I asked if you preferred Taryn's book or Rob's book. You did not clock that at all.
Oh, Taryn and Karen, though. That's similar.
Yeah, but you said you didn't even bother thinking of the rest. You were like, Karen, the Karen Reed trial. Yeah, we listened. We talked about that, and then you just went off on that. And I was like, "Will you read the book?" And you were like, "Well, look, yeah, it looks like." Blah, 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 blah. So
I tried to. Well, there were certain words I felt super confident about, and then I tried to build a narrative around those words.
Yeah.
So, like, what I heard was something Karen, something, 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 and I was like, "Well, it must be the Karen Reed trial." That's like
Of
the
course.
only thing I could think of. Or it would. I guess it would have been that movie that we watched. That
Oh my
movie.
God.
Oh my god, that movie was crazy.
So was it last week? A week before?
I don't remember.
I feel like I don't think we talked about it on the pods, but it would have been
No.
the week prior to that, I think. So we were just like one weekend. We had a bit of time in the evening on a Saturday, and we were like, "What? Let's watch a movie, but also let's not pick a movie that's like 2 hours plus," because it was like late enough that Liana wanted to go to bed. So I was like, "Okay." So Liana and I, like 4 years ago at this point, maybe 3 years ago, we were at a hotel, and there was this movie on the television. We watched like a chunk of it, but we never finished it. And I was like, Liana, what if we finished that movie? The movie's called Karen. And it is a thriller. And it is about a woman who is a Karen, but is also named Karen. And it was not good.
I just want to say it is really quiet right now.
What do
I'm
you mean?
still adjusting to not having the
Oh.
headphones and the earplugs in.
Oh, trust me, we also feel like it's quiet right now because you were yelling.
You should have just moved my microphone back.
Where? Oh.
Backward.
Yeah, it would still be loud for me regardless, though. That's like, it's not going to lower the volume for me.
Yeah, it was not good. It was with the woman from Orange is the New Black, Pensatucky. The one that's her character's name in Orange is the New Black. It was just so overtly heavy-handed. I don't like when things are so heavy-handed. I'm like, be more subtle.
Yeah, everything was spelled out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if you didn't know, she's racist.
Yeah, we have watched the first 2 episodes of Pluribus as of today. I think there are 5 episodes out, but we've only watched 2. And honestly, I could see this. This is basically sliding into that Severance slot for me very quickly.
Yeah.
Thought-provoking, fun, debatable conversation. Oh my God, this is so cute. Lean back, Clem. I'll take a photo.
Oh,
No, she
Me?
did. Not you.
oh.
Yeah, no, it's too late. But I will say the audience did see it because Clam has now taken over Pearl's face on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she moved away. But yeah, I feel I know we talked about it earlier, but I'm still this whole sleep schedule thing is doing my head in. I'm so disoriented, and like I feel like I have had this isn't the first time I've been on this like weird cycle.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've been on this cycle in an effort to fix the sleep cycle.
Yeah.
But like, especially when I worked overnights, I had weird like sleep patterns as well.
Yeah, I think I mean obviously it's tough. I think you're closer though to what you want to happen.
So, yeah, I think so. Because what's happening now is I'm waking up early, but I'm also still going to bed late. Or what happened yesterday where I went to bed at a reasonable hour, but I woke up at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So What I want is to go to bed at 2 and to wake up at like 7:30, 8. If I'm going to sleep like 5.5, 6 hours, that's what I want. But I feel like we're still a ways away from that.
I think you're closer than you give yourself credit for.
I hope so.
But I think, again, remember, like, so now for me, like, because I've been on the same sleep schedule for a while, like, any deviation from that is very difficult.
Yeah.
So you just need to reestablish that as your sort of norm. So, and I think, like, the way that it's recommended is you just wake up at exactly the same time every day. So obviously you're off from that. But, like, you took a nap today, so I think there's a universe where you do end up waking up. Like, you could go to bed, set an alarm, and then wake up at, like, 8. Like, let's say 8's
I think
your
that's
target.
doable tomorrow. I think so. I think the other problem, though, is that the naps are inconsistent, and also I can't afford to. Also, I'm sorry, I keep touching this. 1 second.
Yes. Adjusting the microphone. And a big sneeze.
A bless you would have sufficed. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think the other thing is I cannot wake up at the same time every day because I have like things I have to do on different days. Like, for example, Friday nights I have to stream. I stay up late. You know, Traitors Canada gets recorded Tuesday night, so I have to stay up for that. So I can't consistently go to bed the same time.
What would be like so what's the latest thing you have? The PAL on Friday. So the pad, what would be the earliest you could go to bed on, like, let's say a Friday? 2? 3?
3 probably.
3. Okay. So maybe that's your target, 3 to 9. And then it's based on the latest time you could go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or maybe you're only off by an hour on those days. So, like, some days I'll have to wake up an hour earlier, and it's okay.
The whole point of waking up that early is so that I can start going to the gym in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to the gym every day.
Right. So maybe Saturdays when you sleep in.
Right.
For example.
So as long as we do like at least 3 of them,
yeah,
I would say that's a win.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the thing that makes the most sense is to have those 3 days be in succession. Just because I think that's a lot more doable to like keep a routine before it topples over for a day that is scheduled weird.
See, I think the concern with that, though, is then you have 4 days off, and then you're way off by the time you get to your third day again.
I think that, well, no, because the idea would be that we wouldn't, it's not like, okay, I woke up at 8 3 days in a row. Today we wake up at 2 p.m. Like, we're not doing that. If we wake up at 10, I think we'll be okay. It's just so that I think because I'm learning more and more, the thing I need to work on isn't so much waking up at the right time, it's going to bed at the right time or falling asleep at the right time rather.
Interesting. I feel like I don't have any control over when I get sleepy.
Yeah.
But I can set an alarm and wake up at the same time. So I just let my body choose when it's going to go to bed.
Yeah, well,
like
I agree. But if I let my body chooses 4:30 a.m. and I have to wake up at 7:30, that's not going to work.
But then I guess, okay, so maybe your body's different. But for me, if I always have the same alarm, like let's say I can't sleep one night and I'm up till midnight, then I'll be more tired the next day and will go to bed early and then end up basically on a plus minus like 2-hour schedule on the bedtime in order to equilibrate. Like if I look at because I have my Fitbit or my Google Watch. So I track my sleep hours and I'm like 7.5 hours on average for like the past 2 years because my body has just like, and it's fluctuated slightly up and down each week, but on average, that's the amount of sleep that my body needs.
You used to stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be fun.
Well, because but I've also started doing the weekend Pilates classes in the morning.
Oh, you do Pilates? Never heard of it.
Oh my God, I did. Oh my gosh, did I tell you? Oh yeah, no, I told you. Okay, but I haven't told you. Okay, so I don't know if this is like illegal. So I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
You can't. I don't think you can.
I can't talk about it?
No.
I pretended to be something.
No!
Oh. Do you think they're going to come after me?
I would say you move on. Nothing good has ever come from, I don't think this is legal for me to speak on.
Well, I don't think it's illegal. It's not illegal.
Is it immoral?
Maybe more immoral.
We will all see you in a different light if you share this right now.
Okay. I won't share it. But now people are going to want to know. What did Liana do? What did goody two-shoes Liana do?
Yeah, it's you. So,
It was for a good cause.
All right, what did you do?
Okay. So I pretended to be somebody else.
Identity theft is not a joke, Liana.
It wasn't for financial gain. It was for one of my friends to maintain their workout streak because they are out of town for a week and don't have access to their particular gym.
Y'all are some weirdos. That is a weird thing to commit identity fraud for.
I walked in and I was like, to the workout place.
Is it a millennial thing? Like the
Wait, what do you
streak thing? Like, why are y'all so obsessed with streaks? Like, ooh, I need to do
13 weeks.
Okay.
So it's been 13 weeks that she's been keeping her workout streak.
Yeah.
And she's visiting her family and they don't
so
have that particular workout place near her.
So she broke the streak?
No, she took a different workout class at the exact same time as me.
So she knows that
pretending
she
to
kept
be
the
her.
streak. But she knows she kept the streak. Why does this need to be like known, sanctioned?
Well, because then you see the number go up from 13 to 14 instead of staying at 0. And she is planning on taking a class. She gets in late on Sunday, and technically Sunday still counts. But in case her flight gets delayed, we wanted to ensure that she could still maintain her streak. So I pretended to be her at a workout class.
Is it bad to say I'd rather you commit financial fraud? Like stand for something. What is this? What is acting like you pulled off a heist for a streak?
I did feel like I pulled off a heist. I feel like I robbed the Louvre, which we all know I did. But it feels like I did. I walked in and I was like
deadass, you'll come here and say this and then in the same breath be like, and I'd be a good criminal.
Yes, I was a good criminal. I'll tell you what happened.
You know what? No one cared. Even the person that was like, she's clearly trying to keep her friend's streak. I don't know, 4 other women have done this.
Okay, first of all, we actually planned this out in detail. First, I was like, 1, do they have pictures of you? Like, because in Club Pilates, they have a picture of me, so they would know if it's me or not. But they didn't have a picture.
Can I suggest something? How about y'all work when you're at work?
No.
Because what is this?
This was in addition to work. We also texted about it.
Also,
so we
to
were
be clear,
this.
Liana's like, I told you, I didn't tell them. You did not tell me. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Okay, I may have subtly alluded to it.
I do not think so.
It was just too subtle.
Well, now it makes sense why you did that workout on Monday.
Yes, that's why I went to the place. Well, so, and again, let me tell you the whole saga. Because what had happened was we were planning it out. And then I was like, 1, do they have a picture of you? Because if they have a picture, I'm not dyeing my hair blonde for this. So they were like, she was like, no, they don't have a picture.
On the table?
I considered it. So, or a wig, I suppose, during the workout class, that would not have worked, but potentially. Anyway, okay. So I was like, do they have a picture? She was like, no, they don't have a picture. And then I was like, okay, but they might know you at your studio. So we booked me at a different studio to make sure that none of the teachers would recognize me as her. And then I practiced being her. I walked in and I was like, okay, ask me what they would ask you. So then I would have rehearsed it. So I was like, I walked in and I was like, okay, you pretend like you're the instructor and you ask me and it was like, hey, what's your name? And I was like, I'm going to use a fake name. I'm Julia. And then I was like, and I have 2 kids. And then she was like, no, we don't need that level of detail. Just say, I'm Julia, and we'll move on. So I practiced, and then I got to the studio, and I walked in confidently because I had practiced, and they said, what's your name? And I panicked for a moment, but then I was like, Liana, you got this, but don't say your name is Liana. And I was like, I'm Julia. And then throughout the workout class, they kept saying like, good correction, Julia, or like, Julia, like adjust da-da-da. And I was like, pay attention. Because you're Julia today.
You are the most like work intensive person I know.
Thank you.
This is the most unemployed nonsense I've heard in a long time.
First of all, I'm sorry that I'm passionate.
Oh, listen, no, don't do that. Don't use the car where now it looks like I don't. No, passionate is good. There's just some things that are not like, what is the.
It's so she could keep the streak.
Yeah, but I also have like shaded people who like follow the streak for like these things because like who cares?
Wait, what do you mean? Who cares? Oh my gosh! One time when I was sick, I ruined my Wordle and connection streak, and that was also very disappointing.
Why was it disappointing?
Because I had a streak.
Okay.
I like it because the app goes, "Great job! You just added another day to your streak," and I'm like, "Thank you." It makes me feel valued.
No, you know when I lost my care for streaks?
Hmm.
It was during the Snapchat era.
Mm.
And you let our snap streak die like twice. And I was like, I'm no longer hoping and looking for this anymore. I do not care about streaks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine but I guess like if the stupid green owl wants you to have a streak, you'll keep it. But if I want a streak with you,
The green owl gets mad at me.
the green owl and I have that in common, I guess.
I feel like you did not appropriately express your anger over the.
Oh, there was no way in a
Snap.
long distance relationship I was going to let anger be known. What a
And
ridiculous
especially
notion.
over a Snapchat.
There are worse things to be mad about. Like,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I saw this TikTok the other day, and I'm curious how you feel. Okay, so let me set the premise. When you take a shower, do you immediately grab the towel and start drying your body? Or do you like use your hands to sort of squeegee off the additional moisture that's on your body before you apply the towel?
if those are my only two options,
Well, do you do a third option?
no, not really. But I don't immediately grab it. Like I'm not like the towel's not on me within seconds of me turning off the faucet.
Okay. So wait, walk me through.
No, that is not information.
I'll tell you what I do. So because we have the glass, I do the squeegee
Same.
first, which I think also helps for some of that excess water to drip off me, and then I go for the towel. I do not
Yes.
squeegee.
Yes, we do the same thing.
Okay. Well, because my dad squeegees, and I thought that was because he has a lot of like thicker body hair. So I thought maybe you would also do the squeegee method.
I mean, it might make sense for me to do. I've not been doing it.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is I have a separate towel for my hair. So there's a lot of extra moisture in my hair, but that's taken out with another towel. So I can dedicate my full body towel, like just my body. And I use a separate towel to dry my face. So we're working with a 3 towel situation every time I'm getting out of the shower. So I feel like that also kind of compensates for the total moisture because we got the 3 towels. We're a tri-towel girl.
Okay, thanks for that information.
Well, anyway, it was a debate on TikTok, and people were going back and forth.
Well, speaking of debates, I have a couple more questions in the form that I would like to ask today. This person said topic, cereal.
Ooh.
So it looks like there's at least 3 questions here. What is your favorite cereal?
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's the question. I thought there were going to be more parts to it.
There's more parts to it, but
Okay,
we'll
we'll start
go
with the
part at
favorite
a
cereal.
time.
Okay, I'll give you a three-part towel, 3-part answer. Favorite cereal as like a treat, Captain Crunch. It ruins the top of my mouth. Like I can't eat anything after, but I love Captain Crunch. That got me through undergrad. Favorite cereal, meaning like what I would eat on a day-to-day basis. Some form of that like kashi, high protein, high fiber cereal. What? Why are you shaking your head?
Favorite doesn't mean what you have the most.
They're all favorites for different reasons.
Go on, sorry.
Third favorite, Cracklin' Oat Bran, or as we called it, Cracklin' Butt Bran.
You're lying.
Fun, reminiscent treat from childhood. Tasty. Maybe healthy. I don't know. I actually haven't ever looked at the macros. Those are my 3. What about you?
What a fun and educating answer, Liana.
Thank you. Don't give me that bulgy eye look.
What bulgy eye look?
This. Ugh. Now you answer, please.
Well, the second question is, what is your second favorite? So,
Well, I can't rank them, unlike my cats.
yeah, you were very quick to the draw on that one. So for me, I feel like my favorite has changed quite a bit.
Yeah, 3-part answer, baby.
But I don't have like, and this one I like to eat in quarter cups, and then this one I like to eat in half cups.
Well, technically, I don't know if it counts as a cereal, but my high-protein granola, I actually probably have that the most because I put it in my yogurt.
That would not count. I'm glad you clarified that.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yeah, I feel like the one I really always went back to and would still be a treat to this day
Is the suspense.
is I don't know what it's called now, but it was called Cocoa Pops back in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like the chocolate Rice Krispies essentially.
Yeah, the chocolate Rice Krispies with the frog.
Yeah. I think that one is my favorite. That one and Sugar Puffs are my favorite. Sugar Puffs have like the
Wait, do Sugar Puffs have a frog? Who's got
No.
the frog? Smack 'em. Smack.
Honey
smack.
Smacks
Honey
have
Smacks.
the frog. Sugar Puffs are Honey Smack-esque, but they have this like furry creature
Oh, as the mascot.
as the mascot. Yeah. So those would be my two. I've had others that I've loved, and then I've gone back to. I'm like, oh, what was this? Is a lot, and
That's-
like Cookie Crisp is that cereal for me.
French Toast Crunch.
It
is
was
that
just
cereal
like it was
for me.
delicious, but then now I'm like, yo, how did I have this? And then went about my day. Like
Yeah,
this
I
is a
know, I
lot.
know.
Like,
Did you ever have the honeycomb cereal? I don't remember what the
are
name
those the
was.
ones with
but
the big ass pieces?
Yeah, they were big, but they were like the honeycomb. Like
I've
the little
seen them. I've never had
honeycombs.
them.
Oh, those were. I loved that cereal as a kid growing up. I got to have
The
it when I
honey
went to my
cereals were
grandma's.
great. Oh, also shout out Frosted Flakes or Frosties, the original.
You know, Frosted
OG.
Flakes actually hold up.
Oh yeah.
Like even sometimes when I want a sweet treat at the grocery store, I'll buy those little individual cups of cereal.
And you'll eat them in the parking lot?
Yes, and I'll eat them in the parking lot.
Because I've not seen a can of Frosted Flakes make
Well, I
it to
haven't
our
done it
house.
recently.
I see.
But no, but I hide them. Like I hide the chocolate.
You want to talk about this chocolate shenanigans?
Sure.
Okay.
I bought chocolate. I said, I'm going to the grocery store. Pooya, do you want anything?
Mm-hmm.
And he maybe gave me a couple items or said no, whatever. The point is, he did not put chocolate on his list. I bought chocolate for me. They're tiny candy bars. I bought a specific number so I could have a specific number per day. And suddenly they started disappearing.
So it's like a 5-pack. So I was like, I mean, I'll take one. Why not? But I am very susceptible to hearing you say, hey, these were portioned out. Like, do you mind not having them? That is a very adult conversation we can have, and is a very adult receptive thing I will do. Like, yeah, absolutely. I get it. What happens instead? Suddenly they're not there anymore. And like, I can't decide whether or not I'm insulted by A, the fact that you hid them from me, B, the fact that you didn't speak to me about it instead, or C, that your hiding place is the popcorn container, which is like right in front of where they were sitting anyway, and it's very easily findable. I've seen where they are. I've just not taken one.
And they were like sticking out of the top too. It's not like I did a very good job.
Exactly.
Look, okay, here's the thing. I think it happened where it was like late and I was cranky and you were maybe streaming or podcasting or something. And I was like, he's eating my candy bars. And I was like, I'm going to hide them from him. And then I just put them in the thing. And then I forgot to tell you that I hid them from you.
Because if we want to keep food receipts, like we can keep food receipts. Oh, the rest of this prosciutto and salami is yours. Okay, cool. Where is it? You didn't eat them fast enough.
No, that's not true. I left. You usually leave the prosciutto anyway. Because you usually eat the salamis first.
To eat it last.
Is that really why you save them, to eat them last? Okay, well, I appreciate you telling me, and in the future, I won't eat your prosciutto. Unless
don't
you
mind.
don't eat it fast enough. And I define fast enough as within 3 days of us purchasing the cured
Incredible.
meats.
Yeah.
There's still that big salami I want to eat at Costco, the like really big one. I just want to like bite my way into.
I don't think you want. Ooh, we had a great shawarma.
Yes. Pooya's dreams have all been fulfilled. Well, not
Honestly,
biting from the spit, but still.
Minnesota has definitely satisfied my food cravings that New Haven was just not,
Yes.
as far as cuisines go.
Yes.
What is it, Clam?
Yeah. Different, definitely different options, I would say, for sure.
What did you think about it?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was delicious.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
So now we have a spot for that as well.
That's right.
We're not done with the cereal question, by the way. They said, great when soggy or gotta stay crunchy?
Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, I think that there's obviously a middle ground, right? But I'm definitely more on the crunchy side than I am on the soggy side. I don't like to let it get too soggy.
So cereal is one of those things where I grew up with, you're filling the bowl up. So like there's no measuring the cereal out. It was just whatever bowl I was using. You're filling the bowl out and then you're adding milk to it. And that has carried over to, because we don't have cereal often. I think when we get it, it's more of a treat thing anyway. So when I was not an adult, it would be, there's not enough time for them to really get soggy all that much. Sometimes they would. The flavor's still there, but the mouth texture isn't there, which
I think
was
you need
sad.
a little bit of a crunch.
Yeah, but
even if it's softened, put a little
in
crunch.
adulthood, I'd get through the cereal, and if there's still milk, I would put more cereal in it. So it was always
yeah,
crunchy.
but then you have a never-ending bowl
of crunchy.
Yeah, but then so do you?
No, because the milk is the milk is gradually because you're not just like grabbing dry cereal out of the milk. Milk is going with it.
I think that's another question: is ratio of cereal to milk? Because sometimes if there's too much milk, I will dump a little bit of milk out of my spoon.
What?
I want the right ratio of milk and cereal.
Oh, in a spoonful.
In one spoonful.
I don't think there's such a thing as a bad ratio of milk because
no, there is.
No, the milk covers the spoon. So, if anything, you need more cereal in that spoonful.
What? Okay.
A spoon. So this is a spoon.
Yes.
You scoop with the spoon.
Yes.
I
don't want the milk up to the level of the spoon. I want a little bit less milk than up to the level. So sometimes I'll scoop and then I'll pour a little bit of the milk out and then I'll eat it because I want the right ratio.
Yo, you got too much how on your heads.
What?
You're out here balancing milk?
I want each bite to be delicious in the correct ratio of food items.
Yeah, well, each bite is going to end up in the same spot. So
okay.
I'm transporting this bowl into this bowl.
Yeah, but I might as well enjoy it in the mouth region to its maximum. And then I like to drink the milk when it's done.
Do you drink it soup style?
I do drink
bowl
it.
to mouth?
Yeah, I do. I do drink it soup style. Did you ever see they had those bowls that had the straw associated with it? I feel like they came maybe in cereal boxes. I don't know if you could ever buy one, but you could drink. It was like a built-in straw. I just don't know how you clean that. I feel like that's difficult to clean.
Well, there's one more question about the cereal.
Okay.
Do you put cereal in bowl, then pour milk?
Yes.
Or pour milk in first, then cereal?
Yeah. No, the first one. Cereal, then milk.
Yeah, I do cereal, then milk as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the other way is just... How do you gauge? Yeah.
So back to the whole measurements of it all. That is one food item I will never want to do measurements on when I'm eating it.
What?
Like, you know how like I measure pasta out, I do this, I measure rice out. I don't want to, because if I find out that the actual portion of cereal is like a quarter of what I'm eating, I'm going to be bummed out. So it's meant to be a treat. So
I got news for you.
Is probably the case. I don't want to know. I plead
fair
ignorance.
Enough. Yes,
yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't have it often enough for it to be a concern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. And then I feel like there was at least one more question here. Oh, what reality competition show would you never play in a million years? I'll tell you this one. Big Brother. I will never play Big Brother. There are many shows I'd play before Big Brother.
I would consider Big Brother.
You are lying to yourself right now.
Okay, wait, hold on. So are we talking about all of the major... I think I would rather play Big Brother than the Traitors.
That's a wild take.
I know.
That is 2 weeks versus a potential 90 days. You would lose your... That is wild. That feels like rage bait to me.
Not rage baiting. I feel rage
baited.
I would genuinely consider it. I think my order that I would pick would be Survivor, Amazing Race. What else is on the table? Traitors, Big Brother. What other reality TV shows would you consider? What else exists? Like I'm not gonna go on the new Fear Factor. Like that wouldn't even be on my radar of TV shows to pick. I'm also not going on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
With these questions, I always assume it's like the big used to be Big 3, now Big 4, Big 5.
Yeah. Wait, what's Big 5? What's the fifth one?
I don't know. But
what other reality TV shows exist?
I mean, there's a lot, but to your point,
I wouldn't go on Flavor of Love if they rebooted that.
For a multitude of reasons.
Or I wouldn't do like a cooking show or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be Survivor, Amazing Race, Big Brother, Traitors would be my order.
Why are you so anti-Traitors?
I'm not anti-Traitors. I just think that I don't like the idea of from me playing the game, I don't like the murder at nighttime. From a TV show watching perspective, I don't mind. I like it. I think it's interesting. But like there's something about I don't know, there feels like more uncertainty in the game of Traitors.
Oh, there absolutely is more uncertainty.
Yeah. So I would rather play a game where I feel like more is known to me or could be known to me. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
But that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, Big Brother for me, hands down. And I've already echoed all my reasons before, but the number one reason and the main reason I wouldn't is because of the combination of not knowing what's going on outside.
Yeah.
And also knowing that whatever's going on outside is going to be more brutal than anything that's happening in here. And just the idea that I would be playing this game and then having my friends and family get like into fights and arguments and like a battlefield. Like you'd be fine because you're not really online like that.
Yeah.
If you need it to be.
Yeah.
But I also feel like if I was on the show, you would be online, whether you like it or not. You're going to be tapped in.
Yeah, I think I do think the toughest part about me being on Big Brother would be knowing you having to deal with people. Like that would be the hardest part for me, I think.
Yeah, the people making think pieces about you and like you like, you know, talk nice with one guy about one thing and then I'm getting bombarded with messages and like you made a mistake and this happened. Like it's just a headache for absolutely no reason because people do not understand how to, you know,
normal.
Watch and commentate on these things without it being like supremely parasocial and toxic. But yeah. So no Big Brother for me for that reason. All right. And then one last question here is when you moved to the United States, did you have to immediately drop Canadian spellings for things? No. I still spell things British.
Yep. He's powered on with the
or Canadian rather.
Canadian spellings, the metric system.
Colorful has a U in it. Honorable has a U in it. Specialize is with an S, not with a Z. Or a Z.
Yeah.
But that I also went to
it's
school.
0 degrees.
Yeah, I went to school with the British system. So it's like it was already there before Canada and then it stayed there after Canada. I think that I'm like even with like degrees and miles and kilometers and stuff, like miles obviously is different because all the measurements are in miles, so that's fine. And I don't drive, so it's never really I didn't used to drive with kilometers. It's not like I don't have like a big understanding of that. But then degrees, I still like my Google knows now to just convert it to Celsius when I look anything up. So yeah. Do you on your phone and stuff or on your devices, do you do 24-hour clock or do you do 12-hour clock?
I do have a 12-hour clock.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been on 24 hours my whole life.
Yeah. I think it's because also so I care about being able to effectively communicate with other people, and the majority of the people I communicate with use a 12-hour clock. So if I'm giving times for a meeting, I'm not going to say
I never say
it's 13.
1700. I will just say 5 p.m., but I will have my clock be 24 hours.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we wrap up then?
Yeah.
Hope y'all had fun with this episode. Let us know what you thought of the segment we did. And if you want to put a question out there for us to look at, either use the YouTube comments or go ahead and put it in the forum, bit.ly/Pooya Liana Lounge. I was about to spell the whole thing. Pooya Liana Lounge. That's it.
Yeah.
You can find
You're
Liana.
Here, you know our names.
Yeah, you can find Liana talking Survivor every week very happily.
Yay, we love it.
And merrily over on the B&B. Who's your guest this week?
I don't know.
Lovely. Don't they feel great about themselves?
Who knows what year it is? I can't keep track.
So check out who that is on the B&B this week. I myself talked Traitors Canada with Scally this week. We talked to the people for the exit interview, so make sure you check those out as well. I will be doing 90 Day Fiance this week as well, so be on the lookout for that. Hope y'all have a lovely Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week with episode number 47, but till then, take care. Have a good one.